What's up, Reapers? Welcome back to the crypt. I'm struggling to not do something right now. I'm not gonna get into it because YouTube and also personal shit. For those who know. Um, Found my fucking fidget spinner. I forgot I had that. Oh, but this is CD collection part 18, and we're finally gonna get into the ends today. First up, only Motorhead album I own, unfortunately. March or Die. I need to get other stuff because this is the only one I own, and it has like, I'm pretty sure the rest of these are just like covers. I don't really know. I don't really listen to this album because I prefer like Ace of Spades, and Orgasmatron is probably my favorite. Next up, I reviewed this band way back when I first started. This is some black and thrash, some death metal influences. Morning with Blinded by Hate. Love this album still. If I had to change anything about my review, it's probably that both albums are actually better than I thought initially. Like, I know I was kind of overhyping things and whatnot, but yeah, this is Morning with The New Dawn. Probably my favorite of the two, but as far as I know, they're not on Spotify, which sucks because I would love to be able to listen to that if I'm out with friends or whatever, not on YouTube. Next up, I just saw these guys. If you saw my Brain Squeeze tour, or if you know, Municipal Waste, Waste Them All. Really good shit. Still sad that I left, but there are assholes blocking our view, and my dad didn't want to stand, and I was tired. Go check out the tour review or whatever about that. Next up, Municipal Waste with The Fatal Feast. Really good stuff. I love Municipal Waste so much. I mean, Waste in Space, Idiot Check, You're Cut Off, uh, The Fatal Feast. Idiot Check is like one of my favorite songs of theirs ever. Next up, we have Slime and Punishment. I mean, really fun. This and their first album were my introduction. So you have like Breathe Grease, Dingy Situations, Shred Next, Poison the Preacher, uh, Parole Violators, Slime and Punishment, Under the Weight, Under the Waist Command. Just really fun stuff. There we go. There we go. Next up, Municipal Waste with The Last Rager. Wave of Death and Rum for Your Life are pretty fun, but kind of more of the same. I need to get the rest of their stuff because they're just fun band. Next up, I found this band through a movie called Death to Metal. Really, really fun movie. And this band was in it, and they actually played one of the songs, which is my favorite song on the album. Mutilated by Zombies with Scripts of Anguish. The song Irreversible Torment, man. Oh, this is just death metal to the max, man. Just fun, no bullshit, just straight up death metal, and it's on Redefining Darkness. Next up, Mystifier with the evil recension. The recension. Wow. Mystifier, the evil ascension returns and tormenting the Holy Trinity. It's a 2-in-1 set. Both of them are on the disc, and really good Black Death. And then we have probably my favorite album from them. I'm not 100% on that, but Goetia. This is just evil Black Death. And I mean, there's a reason that people praise this the way they do. Next up is a pretty classic grindcore band and album, and I need to get more from them. Napalm Death, Scum. I love the song You Suffer, which I believe, I don't know if it still is, but I believe at one point it was like the shortest song. Like it had the world record ever recorded. Next up is Necrot with Blood Offerings. Pretty good album. I mean, I love Necrot, but I need to get their other albums because I think they have better albums than that one. Next up, I need to get more from this band as well. Nightbringer, Ego Dominus Truce. I love this album. I love everything Nightbringer has really done. Not a bad song on here. It's just atmospheric black metal that's not that pretty atmosphere. Next up, most of these are from the same band. First up, Nile Amongst the Catacombs of Nephronka. Really good beginnings for them. Nile Black Seeds of Vengeance. This is a god tier album in their Darkened Shrines. Sarcophagus, I know, was in the Choosing Death soundtrack, and the riffs on Unout Slayer of the Gods is so good. I don't like the booklet though because it's like you have to like do this and then you have to like figure out how to put it back together. So next up, Annihilation of the Wicked, another incredible album from Nile. Cast Down the Heretic, Lashed to Slave Stick, and the title track. That song is huge. Then my favorite, usually it's my favorite, it's between this and Those Whom the Gods Detest. This is Ithyphallic. Papyrus containing the spell to preserve its possessor against attacks from he who's in the water. That song is amazing. As he creates, so he destroys. Love that ending. And that's probably my favorite. And then jump to At the Gate of Sethu, which it's alright. I mean, I know it's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst. And yes, I know I'm missing a couple albums. And then finally, we have Nile with What Should Not Be on Earth. This is such a good album. I love Nile. I really do. Next up, one of my other favorite bands, and Chanel is Broken. Got this at a record show. This has Broken, or not Broken. Wow, Suck on it. Um, but um, what's weird is it's not labeled on here, and it has like a bunch of fucking like 1 second tracks. Um, which is like really bizarre. It's like because it goes from like that to like 90, and I had to check on my dad's computer why, and he's like, um, sorry, I have to like pop my jaw. Ow! I felt that, and had like a whole bunch of just 1 second tracks. Next up, Nine Inch Nails, Pretty Hate Machine. I love this album, one of my favorite albums ever. I mean, had like a whole Terrible Lie down in it, something I can never have. Kinda I Want to, Sin. So good. Had like a whole Black is Her Soul. I'd Rather Die. I love that. That's gonna be it for this part. I know it was shorter than the others, but I didn't have a whole lot in that section. The next one should be a bit longer. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and as always, keep it grim.